Hi everyone, I am Praveen Shetty, your English teacher, and in this PPT presentation, I'm going to talk to you about writing job application and CV. I have divided this PPT presentation into two parts. In part one, I'm going to talk to you about writing job application only. Um, the purpose of my presentation is to make you write a covering letter for a job advertisement. So once you complete your graduation, you should be able to write a job application yourself. And you know that in your university examination also, you need to answer a 5 marks question on writing a job application. So um, many of you are doing graduation now. So some of you are in BA program, some of you are in BCom program, and some of your friends may be doing a BSc or BBA and other undergraduate or postgraduate courses. So if you are not going for higher education, that means if you're not continuing your education, many of you are going to find a job. So you find a job through your friends or your family members or from the newspaper or in the magazine or in a website or on TV. So there are different sources for you to get the information about a job. But do all jobs need job applications is the question. I would say no, because some of the jobs that you may enter into may be very small jobs or very petty jobs or jobs which are not very important, and such jobs you don't have to apply for because your friends will tell you about it or your relatives will tell you about it. So if it's a very ordinary job, you may not be or you need not apply for it, or you need not write an application or CV for that. But definitely many of you are not going to aspire for that, I'm sure. So many of you would like to go for a job in big industries or in institutions. So when you are applying for a job in an institution or a reputed company, then you have to apply for a job. So you should know how to apply for a job. So is a job application important in seeking a job or finding a job? Yes. So your job application tells you who you are. So that is why you should be able to write a good job application. Then, what should a job application contain, or what is it? So, a job application is a written response to a job advertisement. So, it's a response or it's an answer to the job advertisement that you find in print media or visual media or in the newspaper or television or wherever it is. Then what should it include? So it should include your qualification, whether you have done BA or BCom or BSc or any professional experience. For example, if you are asked to join as an accountant, you might have worked as an assistant accountant in some firm or some company. So you should mention that. So that is a professional experience. So then about your personal details, that means your name, your address, your email, a telephone number, and all that. And then your hobbies and your interests, and more importantly, why you want to apply for a particular job. Or you should state it, you should tell clearly why you want this job. Then, what does a job application contain? There are two major parts in a job application. One is a covering letter, and this covering letter or letter of application, as you call it, is a document is sent to your future or your likely employers. So it's a brief sketch or it's a brief outline of what skills and qualifications you possess. And your CV or curriculum vitae or resume or biodata, which you call, contains more details about your qualification um, and personal qualities and all that. So usually you find these wordings in the newspaper in a job advertisement. So the heading will be recruitment or openings or required or we are hiring or placements or wanted or vacancy. So these are the words that you find in a job advertisement. So um, here is a job advertisement. You can read this. So it's published in the Hindu newspaper. I think on every Wednesday in the Hindi newspaper they publish job vacancies, and it is the other days in the other newspapers, national dailies. So my question is, after reading this advertisement or by referring this advertisement, you should tell me what is this. So it clearly shows that it is a recruitment. So it's a job advertisement. And then who advertised this? So on top, you know that it is from Madhava Krapa English Nursery and Higher Primary School. Then what are the positions available? So you can see here MSc Physics, Chemistry, Mathematics, one position each. Then BSc B.Ed, then BA English Literature with B.Ed, and dance teacher and student counselor. So these are the positions that are available. So those are the jobs that are available. So my question is, if you are a commerce graduate and if you have done a course in dancing and have more than 2 years of experience, are you eligible? So if you read this, you will understand that you are in fact eligible for the dance teacher position. If you are a commerce graduate and if you have done a course in dancing and if you have more than 2 years of experience, you are eligible. So you can apply for this. Then, are you eligible if you have done BA B.Ed? So the answer is no. If you have done just BA B.Ed, so you have not mentioned BA B.Ed. If you have done a BA B.Ed in any stream, you are not eligible. So they have mentioned BA in English literature. So you should have taken English literature as a major subject in your graduation. Only then you are eligible. So you have other majors like Kannada major or history major. If you have taken those, then you are not eligible for this job. Then, what should the applicant send in response to the advertisements or in reply to this advertisements? What should you send? You should send the biodata, or that is CV or resume, along with the copies of relevant certificate in support of the qualification and experience on or before February 15th, 2018. So you should send the biodata, but it doesn't mean that you should not send the covering letter. Your covering letter is important, and after that only you have to send biodata. I mean, together you have to send along with your covering letter. You should send biodata, and here they have asked for copies of relevant, not all certificates, only certificates which are relevant, which are suitable. So those certificates you have to send, and those certificates should be about your qualification and about your experience. Then what is the deadline for application? So here it is, you should send it before 2018 February 15th. So and can you send the online application for this advertisement? So here in this advertisement they have not asked you to send an online application, so it means that you have to send the application through post. Okay, and here they have given an email, so you can send it through email also. So nowadays they usually the recruiters or people who want, or the employers, they want you to apply online so that they can reduce the waste of the paper. Now here is the format for writing a cover letter. So I have taken the first part of it. So you can see here the sender's address, and here you have to write the date, month and year, and then this is the receiver's address. So you have to write on the left side. So that's the format. uh, so here I have given the answers, but I have not given in an order. So sender's address here, it is Ankita Shetty, Srinilaya, Anihalli, Varkur, Udupi. So this should go here, and then date, month, and year. Here it is. You can write this one here. Okay, date, month, and year, and the receiver's address, the correspondent, Madhav Krapa English Nursery and Higher Primary School, Manipal, and that should go in this place. So this is how it should look like, and the next part is here. So the second half of the covering letter. So after the receiver's address, you should salute, and then there should be subject, and then you have to have the body of the letter, and then you have to close it. So salutation, how do you start here? So it should be respected sir or madam. Then subject is here, application for the post of English teacher, or applying for the post of English teacher. Then the most important part, and that is the body of the letter. And what should the body of letter include? So it should include where you got the information or the source of information, and then why you should be considered for the job, and then your personal and professional qualities and your commitment. So how ready you are, or how interested you are to do the job. So these things you should mention your body of the letter, and this is the heart of your covering letter, or the most important part of your covering letter, and you should write that correctly. So here I have put the body of the letter, but this is not in order. So if you read this, you understand that this should come first. So the source of information, or where you found the advertisement. So you have written here, in response to your advertisement in the Hindu. So you found the advertisement in the Hindu, and you should specifically mention the date, on which date you found it, and then what you want to do. So you want to apply for the job. So and you think that you have required qualification and experience, and so you want to apply for it. So that's the first paragraph, and the second paragraph should tell about your qualification. So you should say that you have a BA graduation, and you have done English as a major in your BA program from Mangalore University, and then you have a professional experience of 5 years as a teacher at higher primary school. This is very important. Sometimes if you write that if you have the experience of teaching at PU level, then you may not be selected, or your application may not be shortlisted, because they need people who can teach the classes that they have, not PUC or postgraduates or graduates. So it's a higher primary school. So you should have the experience, or they expect you to have the experience of teaching at higher primary level. And then finally you have the concluding paragraph, and that is your commitment. So you can say that the resume enclosed with this letter details my credentials, means whatever qualifications you have, the resume which follows this covering letter, that would provide the information, and this is the commitment. If selected, I assure that I will work to the best of my ability with dedication and sincerity. So this is the concluding paragraph, and finally you should have the closure, and this can be the closure. Thank you. Yours faithfully, Ankita Shetty. So I have just jumbled it, and this is how it should look like. I hope you've understood this PPT on writing covering letter for the job application. Thank you for watching.